So, you're sitting there, maybe scrolling through your phone or staring at a closet door that feels a little heavier than usual today, and you're thinking about that one conversation. You know the one. It's that knot in your stomach, that "how do I even put this into words" feeling. You have this partner, right? And they're great. They're supportive, they're kind, they've seen you at your worst and stuck around. But there's this part of you, this beautiful, expressive, maybe a bit colorful part of you, that involves cross-dressing, and you haven't quite found the right map to lead them there yet. First of all, take a deep breath. Seriously, let it out. You're doing okay. Welcome back to My Life, My Rules, where we talk about the real stuff, the messy stuff, and the absolutely wonderful stuff that comes with being exactly who you are. Today, we're diving into how to explain cross-dressing to a supportive partner. Because even when you know they'll probably be cool with it, the how and the when can feel like a massive mountain to climb. But here's a secret. It doesn't have to be a mountain. It can just be a walk in the park with someone you love. Let's get one thing straight right off the bat. If you're feeling nervous, that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means you care. You care about your partner, and you care about this part of your identity. For many of us, cross-dressing isn't just about the clothes, right? It's about a feeling. It's about a release, or an exploration, or just feeling right, in a way that the standard issue wardrobe doesn't quite provide. And when you're in a relationship, you want to share that rightness with your person. You want them to see the whole version of you, not just the edited for broadcast version. So where do we start? Honestly, the best place to start is with yourself. Before you sit them down, you got to check in with your own narrative. How do you view your cross-dressing? Is it a hobby? Is it a core part of your gender expression? Is it something that makes you feel powerful, or maybe just relaxed? When you can put words to your own experience, it makes it 10 times easier to explain it to someone else. You don't need a medical definition or a Wikipedia entry. You just need your truth. If you see it as a form of art, say that. If you see it as a way to connect with a feminine or masculine energy that the world usually tells you to hide, say that. Your partner loves you, not a textbook version of you, so give them the human version. Now, let's talk about the supportive partner factor. You're in a good spot because you already know they're on your team. But even the most supportive person in the world can have questions, or maybe a little bit of confusion at first. And that's okay. Sometimes we expect our partners to be mind readers or to have a PhD in queer studies, but they're just human. They might wonder what this means for your relationship, or your sexuality, or if they've missed something all this time. When you approach the conversation, keep it grounded in the we. You aren't just dropping a bomb and running away. You're inviting them into a new room in the house you've built together. Here's a little tip for the actual setup. Don't make it a "we need to talk" moment. You know that phrase? It's the ultimate mood killer. It makes people think someone's dying or the car is totaled. Instead, keep it casual. Maybe you're out for a walk, or you're just hanging out on the couch on a Tuesday night. Start by validating the relationship. You could say something like, "I feel so safe with you, and there's something I've been wanting to share because I want us to be as close as possible." That sets a tone of intimacy rather than a tone of confession. Because listen to me, cross-dressing is not a crime. It's not a betrayal. It's a revelation. You're revealing a gift, not a dark secret. When you actually get into the what of it, try to use relatable language. You might say, "You know how you feel really confident when you wear that one specific outfit?" Well, for me, I've found that exploring clothes that aren't typically meant for my gender gives me that same feeling of peace or excitement. It's helpful to clarify what it is and what it isn't. If it's purely about the aesthetic for you, tell them. If it's about gender identity, let them know that too. Be patient. They might ask, "Does this mean you're trans?" Or, "Does this mean you're not attracted to me anymore?" These questions aren't attacks. They're just them trying to find their bearings. Answer them with the same kindness you'd want if the roles were reversed. A big part of this process is also showing, not just telling. Maybe you don't come out of the room in full glam on day one. Unless that's your style, then go for it. But for a lot of folks, it's about gradual integration. Maybe you show them a photo of an outfit you like. Or you mention a fabric you love. Let them see that it makes you happy. Happiness is contagious, If they see that this makes you light up, that you're more present and joyful when you're being your authentic self, they're going to want more of that for you. That's what love is. And hey, let's be real for a second. There might be some awkwardness. You might stumble over your words, or they might say something well-intentioned, but a little clunky. Laugh it off. Use a little humor to break the ice. You could say, "I promise I'm not going to steal your favorite sweater, okay? Maybe I will, but I'll look great in it." Humor reminds both of you that you're still the same people. The foundation of your relationship hasn't changed. The decor is just getting an upgrade. It's also really important to give them space to process. You've probably been thinking about this for months, maybe years. They've been thinking about it for 5 minutes. It's okay if they need to sit with it. It's okay if they need to ask the same question twice. By being an open book, you're showing them that there's nothing to fear. You're the same person they fell in love with, you just have a wider range of expression than they realized. And honestly, that's exciting. It adds a new layer of trust and vulnerability to the mix. If things feel a bit heavy, bring it back to the why. Why are you telling them now? Because you trust them. Because you value them. Because my life, my rules isn't just about being a lone wolf. It's about setting the rules for your life so you can live it fully with the people who matter most. When you live by your own rules, you're inviting your partner to do the same. You're creating a relationship where both of you can be 100% authentic, no masks required. Well, maybe some mascara, but you get what I mean. I've talked to so many people in our community who were terrified of this conversation, only to find out that their partner's biggest concern was, "Wait, can I help you pick out shoes? Or does this mean we get to go shopping together?" People will surprise you, especially the ones who already love you. They want the version of you that is most alive. And if cross-dressing is a part of that life, then it's a beautiful thing to share. So here's your homework. If you've been holding this in, start small. Think of one sentence that feels true to you. Not a speech, just a sentence. I've been exploring some different styles lately that make me feel really good, and I'd love to show you sometime. That's it. That's the spark. You don't have to have all the answers today. You just have to start the dialogue. You've got this. Seriously. You are brave for even wanting to be this honest. Your identity is a gift, and anyone lucky enough to be your partner should get to see the whole package. If they're as supportive as you say, they're going to be honored that you trusted them with this. Before I head out, I want to hear from you. Have you had the talk with a partner? How did it go? Or if you're still preparing for it, what's the one thing you're most nervous about? Drop a comment below. This community is all about supporting each other through these moments, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to feel a little less alone. And hey, if this video gave you a little boost of confidence, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're building something special here at My Life, My Rules, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Check out some of our other videos on queer relationships and identity while you're at it. Remember, your life, your rules, and your beautiful, authentic self. You are enough, exactly as you are, in whatever you choose to wear. I'll see you in the next one. Stay wonderful. Thank you so much for watching till now. It means the world to have you here. This community is all about empowering each other and celebrating the incredible journeys of everyone on their path to living authentically. If you're ever feeling lost or alone, remember you have a whole family here for you. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. And let's keep inspiring each other, sending you all the love and strength in the world. Until next time, live your life by your rules.